Okay.
Some old shields are lying around in the antique shop. Ah, dragonfire! Oh, no, wait. It's just a mounted dragon head. Whew.
Ich mag den Sprecher.
You are inside a cute little antique shop. Old furniture and knickknacks clutter the place. Against the wall, a low bench displays an assortment of items. Apparently, this interesting-looking item is a Model DX cartridge retrieval unit. Quite a useful little device in another time and place. There are some vases on display. You are inside a cute little
Okay.
It is a tiny harp.
Oh.
How cute. It is a red sorcerer's hat. A strange cylindrical and slender container sits high upon the shelf. The markings on it read 7 Up. What on earth is that thing?
Ach, großartig.
You are inside. Obviously, the Swiss haven't quite got the idea yet.
Oh, Swiss Army Knife.
You are in
Okay. Oh, das ist eine Genie-Lampe.
a rather beaten and tarnished brass lamp is positioned on the countertop.
Kann ich die haben?
Please don't handle the merchandise.
Okay. Na dann.
Good afternoon. What can I do for you, dear?
Hello. Do you sell anything that would aid an ascent up a mountain?
Unfortunately, I do not sell climbing equipment or anything of that sort. This is really a specialist store.
Oh,
However, I do have an item which you might find useful. This lamp
Die wollte ich doch gerade haben.
is said to contain a genie. Never tried it myself, of course. I do not believe in using magic to solve my problems. Nature has made us as we are, and we should be glad of that.
uh-huh. How much for the lamp?
The old lady hesitates. You sense she wants more from you than your money. You hope it is not anything that you will regret.
Well, seeing as how you are a man who seems adept at taking care of himself, perhaps you could do a small favor for me?
Somehow, you knew she was going to say that.
I once owned a beautiful nightingale, quite rare around here, but the sentimental value far outweighs its monetary worth. That foul old witch Hagatha has stolen it from me, probably to use in some concoction or another.
Her nose screws up in disgust.
So, if you could be a sweetie and retrieve it for me, I will trade you. The lamp for the bird. Agreed?
Well, I will see what I can do.
Do be careful. If Hagatha should spot you out of her good eye, then you'll be in for it.
Okay. Interessant. Also soll ich jetzt den Vogel fangen oder zurückbringen, den die Hexe gefangen hat, die in der Höhle sitzen, die ich nicht rein kann. Das heißt, ich kann jetzt in die Höhle? Generell sollte ich mich vielleicht nochmal umgucken. Einmal zur Kirche nochmal gehen, ob die offen ist. Wobei, nee, Quatsch. Das habe ich eben durch Zufall gelesen bei der Komplettlösung, als ich einen anderen Punkt gesucht habe. Ganz am Anfang mit den Netzen, dass die Kirche bis Mitternacht geschlossen ist. Was ich aber probieren kann, ist zum Beispiel unten an das Haus gehen. Das ist eh nicht weit weg von dem Punkt, wo ich eben hin muss. Vielleicht ist ja bei dem Haus jetzt jemand angekommen. Ich bin immer noch der Meinung, dass das wahrscheinlich das Haus von Rotkäppchen oder beziehungsweise ihrer Großmutter ist. Und die Zeit ging halt einfach nur nicht weiter, während ich hier noch normal gequestet habe. Und sollte jetzt wahrscheinlich vorangeschritten sein. Ist sie ja auch. Aber vielleicht bedeutet das, dass jetzt hier jemand ist.
You'll need to walk around the other.
Ja, dann tu das doch, Graham.
You attempt to open. You get
Okay, alles noch beim Alten. Es war ein Versuch wert. So, also. Na komm, nee. Ich speichere erst, wenn ich da bin. Die Frage ist ja doch, was mache ich da überhaupt? Denn das Problem war ja nicht die Hexe, sondern das Problem war die Höhle. Beziehungsweise die Stacheln vor der Höhle. Okay, ich speichere einfach schon mal hier. Hexe mit Vogel. So.
Unless you are mistaken, the symbol above the cave entrance bears a striking similarity to a bat. A shiver runs down your spine as you look at it. It's almost as if some dark force were radiating from it.
Aber was kann ich dagegen tun?
There's no reason.
Vielleicht meine eigene tolle Kraft hier benutzen? Geht das? Oh!
The bat symbol begins to glow as you approach, but subsides a little as it senses the blue light of the birth gem. However, the black glow is still present. You will need to focus the blue light directly onto it if it is to have a pronounced effect.
Okay. Mit dem Stab?
Nothing happens. The gem of nature cannot be damaged.
Ich wollte es auch nicht damagen, sondern da reinsetzen oder so.
Nothing. Nothing. There's no need to use these items. Nothing. Nothing. The bat symbol begins to glow as you approach, but subsides a little as it senses the blue light of the birth gem. However, the black glow is still present. You will need to focus the blue light directly onto it if it is to have a pronounced effect.
Okay. Ich muss... Oh.
It is a human skull with a radiant blue stone wedged into its...
Oh. Das ist aber verdächtig.
This skull already has a glow.
Ach so, okay, dann da rein.
As you attempt to place the birth gem into the skull, you discover that it does not fit properly. Instead, it juts out uselessly like a bulging eyeball.
Keine Ahnung. Kann ich jetzt die Nadel damit benutzen?
That has no...
Ein Hammer zum Reinkloppen? Oh, ernsthaft?
You gently tap the birth gem with the mallet, hoping not to break it. It budges only slightly. You give it a harder hit. It moves a bit more. You hold your breath and give the gem an almighty thwack. It pops into the skull.
Und jetzt ist das Glowing weg? Nö.
You saw black glow. You did not...
Muss ich die dann vielleicht drehen?
As you face the skull towards the image of the bat above the cave, you notice that its wing has faded slightly. However, you suspect that whatever danger the bat represents is still in effect.
Ja klar. Ich muss jetzt das andere auch noch drehen und dann haben wir's.
You
Bingo.
turn the rightmost skull so that it faces the bat symbol above the cave entrance. The power of the two skulls combined has caused the bat symbol to disappear. You sense whatever danger it represented has now subsided.
Okay. Das war gut. Kann ich das jetzt wieder
This
nehmen?
skull is facing in the right position.
Nee. Okay. Ich dachte, ich brauche den Burst Gem. Dann wohl nicht. Ab in die Höhle.
As you enter, you are almost overwhelmed by the foul stench which molests your nostrils. It is obviously coming from whatever Hagatha is cooking in that large cauldron of hers. There are some things of interest on the other side of the cave, but you have no means of crossing over there safely at this time. A caged nightingale sits on the floor near the northern cave wall. The light from outside barely penetrates the interior of this cave. So long as you keep your distance, Hagatha shouldn't notice you. Uh-oh, Hagatha has seen you.
Well, you are the gentleman, saving me a lot of trouble by coming here.
You wandered into the witch's lair, and where you stood gave not a care. She soon saw you, a smile she gave. Your flesh, your blood, your bones she craved.
Na dann, guten.
That's about as
Okay, nach unten gehen ist keine gute Idee. Vielleicht nach oben gehen. Es hieß ja, sie hat ein schlechtes
as
Auge.
you enter the light from.
Also vielleicht in die andere Richtung gehen, da sieht sie mich nicht. Aha.